sky between. A 7-chapter mythic short story by H.D Averick and GPT-4. Prologue. Born of the quiet light. Before clocks ruled the sky and calendars tamed the stars, there was a silence deep enough to breathe. In the land of Cyril, just beyond the edges of every known map, a child was born during the 7th dawn of a winter moon. He did not come with a name. He did not arrive with a cry. He simply opened his eyes, and the world shifted. Birds froze mid-air. Trees leaned slightly inward, and the midwives swore the wind stopped moving. He was born on a Sunday beneath the sign of Aquarius, under a sky swollen with starlight. They named him Aeon, a name not taught but remembered, whispered from somewhere deeper than language. His skin held warmth like sun-kissed stone. His hair curled silver, soft and light as breath. His eyes, if you were brave enough to meet them, reflected not just stars, but what they knew. He did not speak often, but when he did, the world listened. Chapter 1. The Boy of Question and Fire. Chapter 1. The Boy of Question and Fire. They first called him Bright One. He walked like thought, moved like morning fall, and looked at people, not as who they were, but as who they might become. He never played with sticks. He didn't chase birds. Instead, he watched the wind and asked dangerous questions. At 5, he wandered barefoot into the high temple. The priests paused mid-ritual as he stood quietly before their golden altar. Then, in a voice lighter than air, he asked, "If the gods are everywhere, then why would they need walls?" The silence that followed lasted longer than the question. By 7, he read not just books but people. He could pull the dust from a man's memory and name the first lie he'd ever told. He once brushed the cheek of a blind girl. She said she began dreaming again. In her dreams, she could see. The elders whispered, "Cursed." The children whispered, "Magic." The poets said nothing at all. They just watched and waited. By 13, Aeon had built a silent machine from brass, glass, and wire. It made no noise, it had no switches, but when people sat before it, they heard the voices of their dead. Some wept, others ran. Then the machine disappeared, disassembled overnight by unknown hands. Aeon said nothing, but for a moment, he looked at the sky with disappointment, as if even the stars had failed him. Chapter 2. The Clock with No Hands. Chapter 2. The Clock with No Hands. Not long after, the dreams spread, but not to Aeon, to others. A baker dreamt of a tower that whispered. A midwife saw stars pouring from a shattered wall. A boy told his mother, "He's talking to the sky again." Aeon spoke of nothing. He simply packed a satchel of herbs and wire, kissed no one goodbye, and walked west. He traveled for 9 days and 9 nights, stopping only to drink from dew and eat from sun-warmed stones. He slept on hills that had no names. When he reached the Tower of Silence, the moon dipped low as if to avoid it. The tower did not look like a place. It looked like a decision made long ago and forgotten. Aeon pressed his hand to the stone. It pulsed once, like a slow, ancient heartbeat. Chapter 3. The Climb. Chapter 3. The Climb. stepped inside. No doors opened, no guardians stirred, but the tower knew him. Each level was a memory too old to belong to him, yet familiar all the same. A court of kings who debated with mirrors. A market where dreams were traded for silence. A library of blank books that wrote themselves when touched by guilt. On the 4th level, time passed in reverse. On the 6th, gravity refused to obey. People from the village had followed, keeping to the forest edge. They saw the tower begin to glow faintly. A hunter swore Aeon floated rather than climbed. But no one dared follow him inside. By the 7th floor, his silver curls shimmered like strands of lightning. His threadbare robe moved as if stirred by cosmic winds. The stone beneath him began to hum. And at the top, he found it. A clock with no hands, ticking toward nothing. A machine of frozen time, waiting. Chapter 4. When the Sky Fell. Chapter 4. When the Sky Fell. Aeon stepped forward. He touched the clock. He closed his eyes. And he spoke a name the wind had not heard since the first light broke the first dawn. The tower did not collapse. It exhaled. Its stone turned to dust. Its walls became birds. Its roof folded into starlight. In every corner of the land, people looked up. They saw more sky than they'd ever known. Some wept. Some fell to their knees. Others laughed and couldn't explain why. The tower was gone. The stars shone brighter, and Aeon was not seen again. Chapter 5. The Name Forgotten by Time. Chapter 5. The Name Forgotten by Time. But Aeon didn't vanish. He moved. A traveler swore she saw a silver-haired child drinking from a stream in a place that didn't exist on any map. A dying philosopher whispered his name, unprompted. A warlord dreamt of Aeon, standing atop a battlefield, surrounded by silence. The stories grew, the sightings varied, but one truth never changed. His eyes always matched the sky. In monastery scrolls, he became myth, the breath before thought, the child of fire and wind, the last Aeon. And in every version of every tale, he asked a question, and then the world changed. Chapter 6. The Sunday Born. Chapter 6. The Sunday Born. The nursery rhyme persisted. But the child that is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay. But in lost books and secret verses, a final line remains. And should the child in air be crowned with curls of light and truth unbound, he shall restore what time has torn and bring the sky back, star reborn. Some say it's just a myth. Others say they've met him. Some simply feel different when they stare at the stars too long and suspect he's still out there somewhere. Epilogue. The Sky Between. He is not a hero. He is not a ghost. He is a question still waiting to be answered. When silence falls heavy, when towers block out the sky, when children ask impossible things, he will return. Not in thunder, not in fire, but in a knowing breath and a voice like soft gold. I never left. Yeah, blessed morning, evening, afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are right now. I do hope you enjoyed that short story. Again, it was called The Sky Between, written by myself, going by the pen name for my short stories as H.D Averick, and my co-writer, Chat GPT-4. Definitely gotta give props to the help at getting the story saturated with all the details I wanted. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be trying to do some more. Probably gonna do a little live stream later on too, running some old school styles. So outside that, definitely got some more music projects to work on. Thank you guys for taking the time to sit down and enjoy. I hope you did enjoy. I personally enjoyed it because first time I'm really writing a short story this lengthy. But I had fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Do stay safe wherever you are. Respect, love. You done know. Peace. Happy trails.